In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Jellyfin on a Windows 10 PC. The installation steps is going to be very similar if you're installing it on Windows 10 or 11. So you can follow them basically step by step, no matter which one you're using. We're on the main page, jellyfin.org. This is the official website. We're going to click on the download now option over here. And you can see that there is a lot of different formats available if you want to install it on Linux, Docker. They also have Mac OS and they have the .NET here as well. If you want to see other versions of the server installed, let me know in the comments. For this installation, we're going to be doing Windows, and this is going to be an exe installation file. We'll go ahead and click on Downloads. We're brought over to the Jellyfin repository where you can download the AMD 64-bit or the ARM 64-bit versions. Most people are going to want the AMD version because this is the most compatible one. And then we have a zip file, or we have the full executable file. I'm going to be downloading the executable file. You can see that the version that we're using is 10.11.11. Click on that and it's being downloaded. The download is now complete. We'll go ahead and select it. And you might get a prompt like this. We're going to say yes. And here is the setup wizard. Click on next. And we have the license agreement, so you have to agree to this to install it. And we're going to be doing a basic install. We'll go ahead and click on next. Now we have the folder location, and this is going to be where all your media that's going to be on Jellyfin will be loaded. You don't want to have any other media in these folders. It's specifically going to be for Jellyfin. We'll click on next. This is going to be the installation folder where it's going to be installed. The install folder is going to be the default one. I'm fine with that. The server data file will be in a subfolder in a folder over here. And now we're ready to install. All right, so the installation is now complete. You can see I have an icon on my desktop over here. We can go ahead and close this window, and I'm going to double click and launch the application. All right, just one thing to note, in the bottom right hand corner where my clock is, you can see that I have an icon for the Jellyfin server that's running right now. It requires access to get through your firewall, so we want to allow access. This is the installation wizard. So the first thing that you want to have is a name for your server. This is going to be the name that will allow you to identify it on the network. You can call this whatever you'd like. And then we have the preferred display language, which is going to be English. I'm going to click on next. And now we want to enter in a username and password. So GEEKrar is what I have over here. I'm going to go ahead and type in my password. I'll go ahead and click on next. All right. And now we can set up our media libraries. And these are going to be folders that's going to contain our media. So you can go ahead and click on the plus side. This can be set at a different time, so you don't have to do this right now. For me, if I want to select my movies, the content type is going to be movies. The display name for this folder is also going to be movies. And now I want to select a folder for it. I'm going to go into my C drive, users, and then we have the default Windows folders. I'm going to scroll down over here to videos. I'll go ahead and click on OK. And so this folder has now been set. This is where I want to have all my videos stored so we can find it. Scroll down a little bit over here and we have library settings. We can enable these library settings or we can disable them. Scroll down a little bit over here and you can see that the preferred language, you can go ahead and select that. And then we have country. We have the option to prefer embedded titles over file names. With this option checked, you're going to be able to read the titles a little bit cleaner, and you can customize this how you'd like. We're going to scroll down a little bit over here and we have real-time monitoring enabled. That means it's always going to be checking for what's available in the directories that you've selected. And then below we have automatically add to collection. Anytime that you have multiple movies in the same collection, it'll group it together. So you can select that option if you want. I actually like mine separated, so I'll be leaving that the way it is. And then down over here, we have metadata downloaders. This is where it's going to get all the extra information about the movie that you're downloading. The synopsis, it's going to give you the actor information, the genre, and everything else that goes along with it. And now we have image fetchers. So when you download a movie and instead of just seeing a blank folder image and the file name, you'll actually see the movie poster. So this is where it's going to extract and download all those movie posters. And there's quite a few open databases that I can do it. I'm going to leave these all selected because one might have one versus another. Having more options, I think, is better. Then we can have it to save the artwork into the media folders. I like that option. I'm going to keep that selected. Once you have all the options that you like selected, you can go ahead and click on OK. It's going to save that folder in here, and now we can go ahead and click on Next. For preferred metadata languages, I'm going to be using the default ones, English in United States. Set up remote access. I want to keep this selected because I want other devices to connect to my server and allow it to stream. Now you can have that over the internet or locally on your LAN. For me is a good option. For you, it depends on how you're using it. And that's all it. We're now done. We can go ahead and click on Finish. And we're at the sign-in window. This is the username and password that I have already created. I'll go ahead and click on Sign In. All right, so Jellyfin is now set up. We're up and running. And anytime that I want new movies to be added into this folder, I want to make sure that it's inside my Windows video folder. This is my PC, and here is my videos folder. When I double click on it and I go into it, in this folder, whatever I put in here, any movies that I copy into this folder will automatically be showing up here inside Jellyfin. For an example, what I'll do is I'll show you a movie that I just downloaded. This is the original Robin Hood movie. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it, and I'm going to go over into my videos folder and I'll paste it in here. And then we're going to jump back over here. It doesn't show up right away. It actually took about a minute or two, and then it eventually refreshed. And here is the movie that I just copied over. If you're looking for content to download, there is options that are free for you to download that either have Creative Commons licenses or in the domain works. I'll make sure I link a video that talks about that in the description below. But here we are right now. We have the video already loaded up. If we select it, we can go ahead. So we can go ahead and start watching it right here on the server through the web browser, or you can install a client, and you can install that client app on your mobile phone. You can install it on your Google Chrome TV. You can install it on many different platforms. I'm going to list them over here on the screen, and you can go ahead and start streaming them on your local network or to your devices. And that's how you do it. That's how you set up Jellyfin server on a Windows 10 PC. The method will be the same if you're using Windows 11. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Subscribe for more. I have more Jellyfin videos as well as tools that you can use alongside with Jellyfin for a better experience. Smash that like button if you found this useful. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.